Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody, Earthlings on planet Earth, wherever you may be. As promised, a Wally update. Firstly, this video is not monetized because I never do when it's about her. Secondly, I'm not going to be saying anything. I don't really have. The short answer is I don't have any updates, and it won't be anything sort of private about Wally personally herself, because I don't think she'd like that. But what I can do is get you up to speed on what I've done, and also the end result of you all being so fabulous and writing all those letters to Mr. Simpson. The upshot of it is, I'm absolutely certain Mr. Simpson knows exactly who Yankee Wally is. I filed a complaint with the Information Commissioner's Office, as you know, about, I suppose it's about a month ago now, might be 3 weeks ago. And they asked me if I could forward the letter of authority from Wally. Unfortunately, as I said before, the email that she'd given me and the other unconventional authority, they really want a standard letter of authority in order to proceed. Now, Wally and I were in touch with each other every single day, but hours and hours and hours sometimes, and then she just went very quiet. Well, I didn't hear anything from her for about a week, and this is going back now 5 or 6 weeks. And then a mutual friend contacted me and said they wanted to get a message to me from Wally, including another form of authorisation for me to deal with the YouTube complaint, which, as I've said, I'm not sure that that's what the Information Commissioner's Office will accept. Well, I've sent it to them and I haven't heard any more. So then a few more weeks went past. And I know she's alive and I know she's fine because a lovely lady sent her some flowers. She did receive the flowers, okay? And in the middle of the night, I suddenly got a message from her, quite a lovely long message. And if you're watching this, Wally, you're a fabulous best friend. Don't think for a minute that, because she said to me, I'm not much of a best friend, am I? Because she feels down. One of her cats wasn't very well at one point, and I really hope that the kitty's better now. And she just felt, the last few conversations I had with her, she just felt ground into the ground by the trolls, by the Christopher Boozy situation. It's a terrible thing. And again, Wally, if you're watching this, I'm sure you already know, Elon Musk has said there's an amnesty on Twitter, but you have to go and apply and ask for your old Twitter account back. I don't know, maybe she's moved on to pastures new. I've done everything I can, and there is a caseworker at the Information Commissioner's Office waiting. There's finally somebody there who can help. Now, I forwarded that to her by email and WhatsApp. So she's got the case number, she's got the caseworker's name and all the contact details. So if Wally doesn't want me to take it any further, she can contact that lady direct or ask somebody else on her behalf if that's what she wants to do. That this is just sort of letting you all know where we stand and that I haven't forgotten, and I'd never give up on Wally, never. I think that the sad truth is she herself may well have walked away from the whole situation. And also, Wally, if you're watching this, please know there are so many people who miss you and love you, myself included. I miss you a lot, and I wish there was something else I could do to make things better or try and get your channel back. I'm sorry if it's disappointing news for everybody, but I literally have. I've tried every single avenue, and the Information Commissioner's Office finally came through and said, yes, we can help. But by that stage, I suppose she's just been through the mill so much. And in the hope that she is watching this, because she may have moved on to Pastures News, she was thinking about, wait for it, becoming a bit of a gaming granny. There is such a thing. One of my kids, or both of them, I think, had suggested it. And maybe she's just felt that it's time to move on. I really, really don't know. But I know that quite a few of you have asked intermittently what's going on. So I thought I'd let you know. And if I do hear anything, or if I do get any updates, I will, of course, let you all know. In the meantime, I hope she does see this video, and in that spirit, perhaps you guys could give her some words of support and encouragement in the comments below. Thank you for listening. Always something I forget to say. I was talking to the camera, Graham. Daily Mail. Come on, guys. You chased me all round Europe for 3 years. Don't tell me you can't find out if there's a connection, if there's a money line, if there's a money chain of why Wally was hounded off the internet. Literally hounded. Hounded off Twitter, hounded off YouTube. With your resources, I am appealing to you, please, if you do ever find a connection, any type of financial connection between the online trolling and bullying that Wally has received, and we all know the guilty parties, please do not ever forget the case of Yankee Wally. Please, because if the money leads back to where I deeply suspect it does, doesn't that make that the supreme hypocritical stance ever of wanting to make the world a better place, more full of kindfulness and compassionateness? If you can find evidence of the cruelty that's taken place towards this lady, a lady living on her own in her 60s with her cats in Wales, if you guys can find a connection, if there is such a thing as investigative journalism anymore these days, you put all those resources into trying to get me on the front page, this would be the headline of the century. I appeal to you directly, Daily Mail. Find out who's behind all this. Thank you.